Thanks for staying with us. Now on to all the main national news now. The government has stepped up its efforts to end the Lokpal impasse. Law Minister Salman Khurshid has held an initial meeting with Team Anna representative Arvind Kejriwal at an undisclosed location. The government has also called for an all-party meeting tomorrow afternoon to find a solution. The government wants to build a consensus on the Lokpal bill, taking into account all the political opinions to narrow the differences between itself, Team Anna and the opposition. There were hectic consultations throughout the day as Anna's fast entered its 8th day. Beginning with the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh meeting Abhishek Manu Singhvi, the chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee, looking into the Lokpal bill.
I have heard that there is such a plan. I don't know for certain that there is such a decision, but certainly it fits into what the Prime Minister has said, that we have to have a larger consensus in the country on an issue which is of great importance and on which the debate unfortunately has gone towards somewhat of a distressing and disturbing nature. I think on the content and merits of the bill that we need for fighting corruption, I don't think there is any disagreement in the country or indeed as far as the government is concerned.
Well, in both houses of parliament, the government came under attack as the opposition pushed to make statements on the Anna Hazare and Lokpal bill issue. While the Rajya Sabha was adjourned after a big ruckus, in the Lok Sabha, leader of the opposition, Sushma Swaraj, was allowed to speak. She attacked the government's version of the Lokpal bill and called it useless. She also spoke about the public anger over the last couple of days.
और इस भ्रष्टाचार के बाद इस आग में घी डालने का काम किया है उस सरकारी लोकपाल बिल के ड्राफ्ट ने जो लचर है और पिलपिला है, एक ऐसा बिल जिसके ना दांत है ना आंख है, एक ऐसा बिल इस सरकार ने पेश किया है। आपको याद होगा कि इसके इंट्रोडक्शन के समय भी मैंने खड़े होकर के कहा था कि ये बिल एकदम निष्प्रभावी बिल है।
In this fight against corruption, there are no adversaries. Right. Both of us want to achieve the same objective. There is no dispute about it. Nobody needs suspect each other on the question of the intentions, the motives, to have the best system available in the country. And we are working at that. Of course, there may be, as I have told you, that there may be a design problem. Right. That said, design problem, cannot be arbitrarily decided either by a group or even the government. And as far as government is concerned, we have introduced the bill in the parliament.
On to other news from the state now. Reversing yet another decision of the previous DMK regime, the Jayalalitha-led government announced that the Tamil New Year would now be celebrated in April instead of January. Chief Minister Jayalalitha said in the assembly that the move followed a public demand that the New Year be reverted to Chitrai. This while accusing the previous DMK government of not taking it into account the sentiments and opinion of the people while effecting the change in 2008. Jayalalitha claimed the Tamil New Year had all along been celebrated in the month of Chitrai and needed to go back to its original date in April. And reacting to this move, DMK chief M. Karunanidhi spoke his mind. Let's listen in.
ஒன்று கூடிய எடுத்த முடிவின் அடிப்படையில் தான் திருவள்ளுவர் ஆண்டு என்பதும் ஆண்டு தொடக்கம் தமிழக திருநாள் எனப்படும். பொங்கல் நாளில் இருந்துதான் என முடிவு செய்தனர்.
Well, there seems to be a lot of support for this particular move. The main opposition party, DMDK, has welcomed the AIDMK government's move to go back to the traditional system of Tamil New Year celebrations. Deputy Leader of the Opposition and DMDK Presidium Chairman Panruti Ramachandran has said that the changes made by the earlier DMK regime in the Tamil New Year celebrations through an enactment was unnecessary.
மறைமலை அடிகளார் அவர்கள் தலைமையில் தமிழ் அறிஞர்கள் தை திங்கள்தான் தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு தினம் என்று குறிப்பிட்டுள்ளனர். ஆனால் மற்ற துறையினர் சித்திரை முதல் நாள் தமிழ் புத்தாண்டு என்று சொல்லுகின்றனர். இந்த கருத்துக்களின் முடிவை மக்கள் மன்றத்திலே அவர்களுடைய மன மாற்றத்தின் மூலம்தான் கொண்டு வர வேண்டும். அவற்றை சட்டத்தின் மூலம் கொண்டு வருவது சரியாக இராது. பண்டிகைகள் இவற்றிற்கெல்லாம் சட்டம் போடுவது சரியல்ல. உதாரணமாக ஆந்திராவிலே இதுதான் தெலுங்கு வருஷ பிறப்பு என்றோ, கேரளாவிலே இதுதான் மலையாள வருஷ பிறப்பு என்றோ அவர்கள் சட்டம் போடுவதில்லை. ஆகவே சட்டம் போட்டதே தப்பு.
Well, it's been a Herculean task, some would say, to take over from the earlier DMK regime and to congratulate the present AIADMK government on successfully reaching its 100-day mark. Leaders of political parties have welcomed the performance of this present ruling government. As the AIADMK regime completed its first 100 days, Speaker D. Jayakumar announced in the Assembly that it was worth a celebration at the Assembly, and the Minister for Backward Classes Welfare, Mohammed John, also spoke of the AIADMK's regime achievements so far.
அதாவது நாளையோட 100வது நாள் சட்டமன்றம் இந்த ஆட்சியில் அமர்ந்து 100 நாட்கள் முடிவடையும் நிலையில சிறந்த முறையிலே தொலைநோக்கு சிந்தனையுடன் பல திட்டங்கள் நிறைவேற்றப்பட்டது. மானிய கோரிக்கைகள் மீது சிறப்பான விவாதங்கள் நடக்கப்பட்டு மாண்பு உறுப்பினரின் கருத்துக்கள் எல்லாம் மனதில் கொண்டு மக்களுக்காக மக்களை பற்றி சிந்தித்து கொடுத்த வாக்குறுதியெல்லாம் நிறைவேற்றி சிறப்பாக செயல்பட்டு கொண்டிருக்கிற ஒரு ஆட்சியாகத்தான் இந்த 100 நாட்களை நாங்கள் பார்க்கிறோம். தொடர்ந்து மக்களுக்காக சிறப்பான முறையில் என்னென்ன தேவைகள் இருக்கிறதோ மக்கள் வளர்ச்சி திட்டங்களை சிறப்பான முறையில் செயல்படுத்துகின்ற ஒரு ஆட்சியாகத்தான் மாண்பு முதலமைச்சர்கள் ஆட்சியை நாங்கள் பார்க்கிறோம்.
The 100 days of AIADMK rule in Tamil Nadu has been a very big relief for the people. People were suffering on various grounds in the DMK rule.
On to other news from the state now. What was feared will affect the whole of South India drastically has now been called off. Yes, the truckers' strike across South India and Maharashtra is no longer taking place. Around 20 lakh trucks are now to go back on road. The main demands from the truckers was that the centre should implement toll concessions, which was originally agreed upon in 2010. Well, the issue of making the post as relevant as ever to the Aam Aadmi has always been a challenge. Now, the department is positioning itself in many ways to establish a powerful connect with the common man by introducing services which are really required by them and which they would also find convenient to avail from the nearest post office. Presently, common citizens are generally seen widely require really application forms of various government departments with whom they have to transact for their needs. Now, understanding their needs, the department has decided to make all these services available online. A very special story coming up ahead on the bulletin. Now, if you love Italy and its delicious varieties of pasta and the also famous locations, then why not get quizzed right here in Chennai?